Here is the brutal truth about career development. Your company is not going to invest more in your growth than you do. Your boss is not going to care about your career advancement more than you do. And waiting for someone else to develop you is the fastest way to become obsolete in today's rapidly changing workplace. The people who thrive don't wait for others to develop them, they create it. Today, I'm going to be showing you how to become a learning machine and take complete ownership of your professional growth. Welcome back to the IY Lead Mentorship program, where we believe that young people, especially those 25 and below, have incredible potentials that often go untapped simply because no one taught them how to navigate the professional world. This is the final video in our 5-part series where we are focusing on things you need to know early in professional development. Today, we're diving into the learning and development mindset. How to take ownership of your growth instead of waiting for others to guide you. Now, let's talk about the new career reality. Your parents might have worked for one company for 30 years following a clear ladder. Sincerely, that world doesn't exist anymore. Today's careers are like rock climbing, not ladder climbing. You create your own path and constantly adapt to new terrain. The skills that got you hired today might be irrelevant in 5 years, and your ability to continuously develop yourself determines whether you thrive or get left behind. Now, let me explain the 70-20-10 learning model in professional development. Did you know that 70% of professional growth comes from on-the-job experiences and challenging assignments, while 20% comes from learning through others such as mentors, peers, and network, and only 10% comes from formal training like taking a course or certification. Yet, many professionals focus heavily on that 10%, hoping that another degree or taking another course will unlock their next level. While in reality, true growth happens when you apply what you've learned in real scenarios and actively learn from those who have gone ahead of you. Let's make it real. Say you want to learn to drive. You can read car manuals, learn all the parts, watch countless YouTube videos, and talk to experienced drivers. But until you sit behind the wheel, turn on the ignition, and start navigating real roads, you won't truly know how to drive. Professional development works the same way. You don't become a great leader, strategist, or product expert just by studying. You grow by doing. But what if you're not given the opportunity? You create it. Sometimes the biggest assignment you're waiting for doesn't come. Here is how to get it. Through volunteering. Volunteering is one of the most underrated ways to grow in the corporate world. It gives you the chance to build, demonstrate, and thrive in the skills and roles you're aiming for, even before you are officially given the role. But be strategic. Don't volunteer for everything. Choose opportunities that are aligned with your career goals. Sure, it's fun to be on the team that picks office snacks or plan the company's party, but if your goal is to move into product development, volunteer to join the team brainstorming ideas for the next product line. If you're curious about market strategy, raise your hand to support the team that is breaking into a new market, even if you don't understand the language yet. These are kinds of hands-on experiences that build a 70% of learning most people ignore, and you're right in front of you if you look for them. Don't wait for permission to grow. Apply, stretch, and volunteer your way into experiences that shape professionals. Because growth doesn't come from just knowing, it comes from doing. Another learning approach is the act of feedback. Most people wait for their annual review to get feedback. That's like waiting until the end of the semester to find out your grade. It's too late to make meaningful changes. Here's what your feedback framework should look like. Ask specific questions, maybe about your presentation skill or about your perceived attitude to work. Listen without defending. Ask clarifying questions. Create an action plan that follow up to show that you've acted on them. This makes people more likely to give you honest, helpful feedback in the future. Now, let's take our learning further with strategic mentorship. Here's what most people get wrong about mentorship. They search for one perfect mentor to guide them every step of their journey. In reality, no single person can do it all. Instead, build a network of mentors, someone for your technical skill, another for navigating the workplace dynamics, and someone else for leadership development. Each mentor brings a unique perspective to help you grow in different areas. But first, make yourself mentorship worthy. Don't just ask questions like, "Can you mentor me?" Instead, say something like, "I'm working on improving X skill and I notice you're excellent at it. Would you be open to sharing your approach?" Come prepared, be intentional, show that you've applied previous advice. Also follow up and share your progress. It shows respect for their time and commitment to your growth. Also, your mentor doesn't need to be someone 20 years ahead of you. In fact, they may be too far away from your current reality. Sometimes, the best mentor is someone who is just a few steps ahead, someone who recently navigated the exact challenges you're facing and can offer clear and relevant guidelines. But what happens when you don't find the mentor you need? Turn to books. The truth is, you won't always have access to the ideal mentor. But that's not the end. It's actually another beginning. Books can become powerful mentors in themselves. Books written by experts open doors to new skills, perspective, and field of knowledge. After college, one of the biggest surprises for me was realizing that I had to read even more. This time, not for grades, but for growth. Now, I choose the book I read, from leadership and sales to taxes, health, and professional development. I realized I could learn about anything just by reading. And it's true what they say, the most successful people in the world are often those who read the most. Now I understand why. Now let's discuss what your development action plan should look like. Conduct a skill audit by creating a list of 3 skills you're strong in, skills you need for your current role, and skills you need for where you want to go to next. Set specific goals. Instead of improve communication, try deliver 3 presentations to senior leadership by year end with 4+ feedback score on clarity and impact. Create learning experiences. Don't wait for opportunities. Volunteer for stretch assignments. Join cross-functional team. Take on projects outside of your comfort zone. From today, I want you to spend 15 minutes committed to learning something new every day. It could be reading industry article, watching educational videos, have learning conversation with colleagues. Small, consistent learning compounds over time. Now, I want you to build your learning network. Surround yourself with people who challenge you to grow, such as joining professional association, find learning partners, study with people who are where you want to be, and most importantly, track your progress. What skills have you developed? What feedback have you acted on? What new challenge have you taken on? This gives you concrete example for performance review and career conversation. Finally, your growth is your responsibility. The professionals who thrive are the ones who take ownership, stay curious, and keep evolving. Don't wait for someone else to develop you. Don't wait for the perfect opportunity. Don't wait for permission to grow. Start small, start now, but just start. Before the week ends, pick one skill to develop, Identify one person to learn from, find one stretch assignment to volunteer from, then commit to 15 minutes of daily learning for the next 30 days. Small, consistent actions equal big, long-term results. Now, comment below, what is the biggest insight you gained from the 5-part series? What's the first action you're going to take? If you've missed any video, go back and watch them all. Each builds on the other, such as knowing your what beyond experience, developing a growth mindset, building a strategic work ethic, mastering emotional intelligence, and creating your learning plan. Share this series with other young professionals who need these messages. Let's create a generation that understands their worth, embrace challenges, work strategically, connect authentically, and never stop growing. You are not just the future of the workplace, you are the present, and your career starts now. Make it count.